What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Steelez, and this is another edition of Kicks with Soul, where the slogan is, every shoe is just a shoe until you put your soul into it. And today, we got one that I've been waiting on, y'all. If y'all know anything about me, I've been waiting on this right here so long, and it's been about 13 years in the making almost. You know what I'm saying? What we got now is the KD6 and that famous peanut butter and jelly sandwich colorway. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get right into it. We got the standard KD6, the KD box. I think a lot of the KDs besides this like this collab little joints come in this. I like this box. It's nice and sturdy. We got KD logo right here on top, bunch of Nike branding right here on the back, and the label reads KD6 laser orange raspberry red. My size 12 right there. Let's check it out. Man, yes sir, yes sir. Put this box right here. Take a spin on the sole, man. Let me know what y'all think. Man, this shoe originally dropped 2013. If you know what 2013 was, you know that was Kevin Durant's scoring champion. I think one of like 6-time scoring champions. Maybe I got that wrong. Y'all know I be off the top, but I know he got like 4 definitely scoring champions. He was averaging like 30, 32 points a game. Melo and Kobe was on his butt too. You know what I'm saying? Also won MVP that year. So to me, this is like one of the most decorated KD shoes that he got. Not the colorway, just the serious silhouette, because he did what he did in it. You know what I mean? He got a lot of other ones too, like when he won with Golden State for the first time. I think that's the significance to that one as well. The story behind this colorway is, you know, growing up in Maryland, KD's favorite snack was a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So it was only right that he put the gave it the KD6 the colorway of the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's not really a standard peanut butter look. This is more like a nice little gold and what they said is raspberry. So yeah, it's definitely like not purple, like a purplish red raspberry around in the insole. You got hints of that on this logo. And my favorite little detail about this Nike check is that it actually looked like jelly falling off of the bone. Off of the sandwich, off the Nike. And it's not really a children looking shoe. So I didn't really understand how many people just was dissing this shoe because it's it gives us a nostalgic feeling. For some reason, the KD slander has to stop, because we'll say the same thing about the 90s shoes, the Barclays, or, you know, if it brings back something to us, you know, it brings back something to us. And I just seen a lot of people switching up their whole energy, because you got people like Professor and people like that always diss this era of shoes, because also that was coming out in this era of shoes, which is a fact, they was dropping retros, you know what I'm saying? So you can't be mad at people for going with the hype shoe over the retros, and now that the retros is like a big thing, people keeping receipts. So I salute Schooler for that, because he keeping receipts. They like, man, where was y'all? Y'all was rocking these with the khakis and polos and button-ups, and they was giving us bangers at the bangers at the bangers of the retros that y'all say y'all want now. I think he got a fair point to that. But this was the hot shoe back then. You know what I'm saying? You had this one. Another one that I really, really want is two more. There's really 2 more that I really, really want. I definitely need that Aunt Pearl, because to me that's the best one. I love the little hints of the blue that they put on there, and the Rugrats. If you remember the Rugrat joint, you know that was his favorite cartoon growing up. That's a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate Nike bringing out some of the old school joints, because, you know, Kevin Durant himself said it. This is his favorite silhouette. You know what I'm saying? Now, performance-wise, I wouldn't suggest anybody playing this, because you ain't got no ankle support really. You know what I'm saying? You got a little air zoom unit right there, and the tongue is kind of funky, so I don't know how that's gonna rock. I remember back in the day when we was rocking the KD socks and stuff with it, you know, his socks was real thick. These was real snug, but I don't think now, I don't rock them thick Nike socks no more, like those performance socks. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It had the little grooves in the back and on the ankle and the heel. And then the toe box, you had the little scrunchy part in the middle. It was like a performance socks, you know what I mean? Yeah, I fell into that last time, because in 2013, we didn't know about like going size up and all that. So we was getting those with the matching socks, and your pinky toe and your feet was hollering by about half of the day. So I do admit that this shoe is a little snug, but now true to size for me, if you rock regular socks, I think it's true to size. If it is more on the snug side, it's not tight, just more on the snug side due to the length of the shoe. If you got a fat foot, you might want to go up. I still wouldn't suggest you go up because you can loosen this. It's just the factory seal. This is how they come laced. But the swag way is you unlace it and you lock them out and you give yourself, this whole tongue kind of opens up so you can do really wide as you want. You know what I'm saying? Also, we got some of that fly net. If you remember that era, the hyperposit, not hyperposit, the hyperflight or whatever it was that KD and Kobe played in the Olympics in those. You know what I'm saying? What is those? The Hirachi? Not the Hirachis. I'm not too sure because I wasn't a basketball performance sneakerhead back in the day. I was not buying them, not even the Kobe's, you know what I'm saying, because I was kind of broke, you know what I'm saying? So to pay 170, 180 for those shoes back in the day, for me, it was like, nah. Because they was up there. They wasn't like Jordans, but they were up there. But they had this technology that they were trying. See this fly net where it basically got wires and they just kind of like mold them together for the structure. This was one of the first ones as well, as it got that nice outsole on the bottom. This definitely gives you some good grip if you're playing in it. Wear off a little too fast. I would say that, you know what I'm saying? Wear off a little too fast. It has a nice little zoom full length right there. It's kind of comfortable. But like I said, this is not a professional performance shoe for me. This is a nostalgia, wearing it around the streets, feeling for me. And it's like, man, this is one of the first shoes I was able to get me and Billy. So this is another attachment for this one. Actually waiting on his now. I'm gonna get him another pair. Get my girl a pair of these. Like, I think I'm put the whole family in these, man. For real. I think put the whole family in these right here. Like, I really like this colorway. It's not too funky. And people keep dissing my boy. And I mean, the slander got to stop. Slander has to stop. Because if y'all like the Stranger Things, you can't tell me that's like not a child looking shoe. It's a fire shoe. Salute. It's not a adult looking shoe. You know, some of those Jaws, that's not adult looking shoes, but we don't diss another shoe because you just don't like this shoe. Just let this shoe do what it do. This shoe wasn't gonna sell out, wasn't gonna have a crazy demand, but what does that mean? I'm not gonna buy it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna want it. Some of your favorite YouTubers end up buying it, you know what I'm saying? It's not that, we don't need everything to sell out. I'm not looking for a Boy Scout club. I'm not looking for a bunch of people to say, hey, you're getting this, you're getting this. I want you truly to like what you like. And I'm going to support you with that decision. So support me with my decision when I say, yo, this is definitely going in my top 10. Maybe 15, if it depends on what all dropping. But right now, you know how my boy Skip Go Hard, he be putting them joints up in the back. This is definitely, to me, right behind the Sixes, man. I think the Sixes right now, the Salesman Sixes will probably be my favorite shoe that released this year. And then I put the Dion's at number 2. And I would say these, you know what I'm saying? What else I got? You know, oh no, I'm tripping. 95s is 3. We tripping. 95s is 3. So it's in the top 5. We're going to put it like that, top 5. You know, I was able to get the gumbo, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to follow the trend. I'm going to get a bunch of these, you know what I mean? It's very friendly on your pocket, 130, 140 around there. I mean, when they really originally dropped, it was 130. So I think right now they're like 149. Come on, man. 13 years later, they still only went up maybe $10. But to their own defense, they didn't upgrade no tech. This ain't no Protro. This is just a retro. So they got the same built shoe as when we was in 2013, you know what I'm saying, when he was busting heads and winning scoring champions and mom was the real MVP. You know, this one right here was because the All-Star was in New Orleans, so they got that gumbo, you got that New Orleans theme right here. But this one is an attachment to my boy himself. The peanut butter and jelly growing up, can't beat that, you know what I'm saying? And also the KD4 line, I was able to get the Aunt Pearl. This is one here is like my second favorite Aunt Pearl. Just the way it gives me that foam posit vibe. Like, to me, it just look like a foam posit. The material, it don't crack, it don't bend. You know what I'm saying? Got that nice bottom. And gotta remember the Christmas Day game. You know what I'm saying? When he was playing out there in OKC. Don't remember how this was a Christmas, but definitely was a Christmas. You know, he had the red in one, the green in the other. I remember, you know what I'm saying? But we got the copper Christmas. And then as well, one of my favorites of all time is his favorite childhood toy, you know what I'm saying, which was the Nerf guns and the Nerf basketball hoops. Like, if y'all remember the 90s, man, Nerf was very big. It had everything from light-up balls to glow-in-the-dark balls, light-up balls, glow-in-the-dark basketballs and footballs that you could play outside. You had all kind of guns. You had all kind of, like, Nerf accessories and stuff. So, Nerf, this one right here, box was crazy. Man, that box back in the day was really, like, you couldn't touch these shoes, man. You was, like, had to be, like, a Wale or type person, and we'll see it on 106 and Park and stuff like that. So the significance of even owning this shoe to me is like really special. You know what I mean? If you were there, you understand. If not, I truly understand that you don't understand. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna also keep it up with the latest model, waiting on the 19, but he also got 18, and I had to, because he from DMV. They call us the DMV. But if you know, this is nothing but the air bacon. You know what I'm saying? And he got a lot of colorways in this shoe, actually, that I like. A lot of stuff coming out, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a little bit more smart. So I'm not saying I'm trying to be selective, because I don't think I'm being too selective, but I'm trying to be a little more smart. So being that, I'm trying to not go everything first day unless it means something to me. Some things you just got to do what you got to do. But some things you got to read the room, like, these I had to have. So this first day, no sale, but you probably could get these on sale right now. So with that being said, there's about 3-4 colorways that I'm waiting, especially that he coming out with the 19, that they just gonna probably drop these down to maybe 109, 89, if that, maybe Ross. You know what I'm saying? I've seen some of these at Ross's in some places. I just already had a pair. But the end of the discussion, I would like to throw something out there. You know what I'm saying? Being that KD is, I don't know what he in, year 19, 18, because he got 18 silhouettes. So, you know what, year 18, 19, where do we going to rank? We're going to put KD lineup inside of the all-time sneaker silhouettes, you know what I'm saying? Because one thing we keep doing with everybody is we give people longevity credit. Like, we'll give LeBron longevity credit because, he's played for 23 years, and he's rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? So he got 23 models, you know what I'm saying? Jordan got 40, so how many we going to just throw? Let's say 23. I'm just going to just break it down. Say 23 is bangers, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not, but I'm just going to because I think Jordan ain't nobody beating his lineup, his signature lineup, personally. I just don't think so. Kobe got what, maybe 10? Kobe got 10, and then he got the 80, got some trainers and some like workout shoes and stuff like that. So let's say Kobe got 14. All 14 not nice. We gonna keep it up. All 14 ain't nice. Iverson, what Iverson got? Iverson got maybe 7 or 8. All of them ain't 100%. So what, he got about 4 Coke Classics. I say 3, but I'm gonna say 4 just because he AI. He got the zipper joint. He got the one that question, of course, the answer, and I think he got maybe 2 more in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? We got Penny. Penny only got what? Technically 6, maybe. He's not 6 for 6. Barkley's kind of like the closest that's going 100% swing ratio. And he got my 6, CB6, CB4, so maybe 5 or 6 himself. So let's say he got 6. Jordan got 23. LeBron, I gotta look at it again because we just did that with my boy Plenty Hardway's joint. So he said somewhere, I want to say maybe 7, 8. You know what I'm saying? Now we put KD in that same lineup. Culturally wise, to me, I feel he got a good 11. That's just me personally. Now, selling out, sales, we're not talking about that. We talking about good shoes that look good, nice colorways, and you just got to respect it. Now, Coke Classics, I would always put, that's a different lineup. I'm not going Coke because then that'll mean 1 or 2 shoes can carry the weight, kind of like Penny. You know what I'm saying? Penny only really got the 1s and the 2s to me. You know what I'm saying? Now, some of the other ones are fire, but collectively, Coke Classics, excuse me, my window's open. Collectively, Coke Classics might got maybe 2 or 3 that's carrying his name. Same as Iverson, same as, not even Barkley, because Barkley, let's give him 100, but it's only 6. Are you going to discredit 11, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, you could do your search, because y'all might have more than me. I don't personally like the 7s like that. But I know a lot of people, especially if y'all D-Ride a lot, you know what I'm saying? So I know Dre the Shoe Guy love the 7s over this. So if you gonna go with that, that might be 12. You know what I'm saying? So do your research. That was just a question I wanted to know. When we gonna put some respect on KD name, because, you know, he did sweep Brian, you know what I'm saying? But he was with Curry, so I ain't gonna go in there. Because I like everybody. I like Brian, I like Curry, I like KD. I wish Curry would hurry up and make a decision so I can get some shoes from him, because I need some Currys. I just can't rock Under Armour. I'm sorry. But I need some Currys. If you with Reebok, Adidas, and Nike, I'm with you, Curry. I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? I got to get one. But yeah, that was just all I got. I just wanted to let y'all know how I feel about the KD series, and also wanted to bring y'all my new pickup, one of my cool favorite pickups of this year so far. And answer me in the question in the comments. Let me know, how do you feel about his lineup? How many do you think he got? He do got 18. In 19, we're going to throw 12 because that 19 is nice. I don't care what no one says. I was on a fence when I seen the mock-up, because it didn't look like it had a bottom. Like, I don't think the bottom was done. They didn't put the tech at the bottom, but they just had the flat base. And I'm like, boy, that looked real flat. Then I seen another one when he had it on his feet. So now the production is done. I said, oh, I mean, they really look like boats. If these look like boats, unshaped, like un-DS, whatever, KDs look like that. I was like, ah. But I saw a USC player or a Texas player had them on, or had them in their hand, and man, I think that thing looked good. If you looking from a technology eye, it looks like a slimmer GT Future. And we all know how people like them GT Futures. I personally like them GT Futures. I just didn't want the silver. Just was against the law to me. Like, how y'all gonna give us the silver reflective when they got all them fire colors? I was waiting on that orange, but it dropped, I don't know, overseas or something, but they don't go not that high. I just ain't pull the trigger on that. And I also like Wale's one. I like that that swoosh. The swoosh one is fire. The swoosh man one colorway is fire. That eggplant purplish, fire. You know, I think Wale about to get another colorway. That hot pink is fire. But if I'm being honest, it's a bulky looking shoe, and I hear you gotta go up a size, so it's already looking like an alien shoe, which I like. But we just gonna be honest, a slimmer version of that with some cool colors too that won't be so hyped to get, I might be rolling with them with them KD 19s, man. And y'all heard it here first, man. Like, trust me, because y'all gonna come over eventually, because y'all gonna see people styling that. KD from Maryland, you know, from DMV, MD, whatever y'all call it. Salute to that area. I don't know the proper name, but they some swagged out fellas out there. So I think once they get a hold of them, they start putting them colors to it, it's gonna persuade a lot of y'all, because that's what the East Coast always done. You know, let's be honest. You know, we always encourage y'all and swag y'all to show y'all how to really put stuff on, because everybody wasn't liking foams until we seen them guys putting it on, in New York putting it on. Everybody didn't like Chucks until we seen LA putting it on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody up top didn't like polos until we seen down south putting it on. So let's keep it 100 with all the regions. You know, some things just is what it is. When it comes to this swag, East Coast all day. I don't care what you say. You know what I'm saying? All day. Not maybe now because you got internet and stuff like that, but I feel that way. Let's call it what it is. It's your boy Steelez. Let me know how y'all feel. Like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know the slogan. Every shoe is just a shoe until you put your soul into it, man. Y'all have a beautiful Saturday, man.